Hello everybody, Scarecrow here, and welcome to part 3 of the little series I've been doing on my channel. Really don't know what to call it. It kind of just came out of nowhere. And today we're going to be talking about the Lowe's Halloween 2024 lineup. As you can see, there's props here from everywhere, Spirit, Home Depot. I'm not going to be talking about all of this. Some of these might be separate videos, Halloween costumes, Party City. Today we're just going to be talking about Lowe's. There was not a good Lowe's tier list out there, so I just kind of decided, like, hey, I'm just going to use this big one, which includes everything from the 2024 season, or everything we've seen so far. I think this is the entire Lowe's lineup right here. It goes up to Rapping Reaper. If there's stuff I missed, clearly it wasn't good enough to talk about. And then, yeah, I think they had some returning props that aren't on here. I know both Reaper band members returned. I think it was the one with the guitar, then the one with the drums, and then the Haunted Mansion Caretaker came back. But other than that, I'm unsure if any other Lowe's props returned. So we're going to talk about Lowe's. Of course, thank you to CT Haunts for editing this video, and thank you to my best friend for making the thumbnail for this video. So let's get straight into it. This is the Sea Witch Servo thing. I think it's techie. I forgot what it's called, to be honest. I think it's, I'm racking my brain here, but I really don't know. This is like the Sea Witch thing. This thing kind of sucks. I think like this thing and Tallulah from Spirit have like very similar sculpts. I'm not sure. I've heard maybe Tallulah was last minute. I don't really know. I don't keep up with any of this stuff. I mean, like, this prop's okay. Like, Lowe's was kind of insane when it first dropped. I guess it was just like started the season hype. I mean, I would say she's one of the better props Lowe's has had over the years, but the concept art was so much better. I don't know where Techie went wrong. Next is Handstand Clown. This thing kind of sucks. It doesn't have a neck ruffle, which has always really bothered me. I don't really know why it doesn't have a neck ruffle, and it definitely it's just kind of an overall disappointment for a clown prop. A lot of people liked it, and I heard it was weatherproof, and I heard it wasn't. I've heard a lot of these are weatherproof, but then I think Techie themselves or Lowe's or something said it wasn't waterproof because Techie hasn't like mastered the waterproof technology, which kind of sucks, but I mean, like, he's okay for a clown. Lowe's prices are insane. I believe the witch is $380, and the clown might have been $300 to $350. The Reaper Band is probably the most solid props of the lineup. We'll talk about both of them. So last year we had the drummer and the guitarist. This year we have like the keyboardist, is that what you called it, and a singer. The singer is definitely the best one. The one with the keyboard is okay, and then of course the other two are all right. They all connect to each other. They're Bluetooth. You can make them play whatever song. I mean, I think they're cool. I remember the ones last year broke a lot. I think they're definitely the most solid from Lowe's lineup, I guess. But I mean, they really could have been better. Lowe's could have done better. This thing, I don't know what to say about this thing. Is there anything to say about this thing? I don't even know its name. It's a bride without the head, and it was advertised as Haunted Mansion, but that's not the Disney Haunted Mansion bride, and it's not licensed, so I really don't know what Lowe's was trying to cook up with this one, but it really did not work. Wednesday Addams animatronic. I don't know where to place this thing. I'm very indifferent. I think she looks terrible, but I also think she's funny. Like, I think this prop is hilarious. I don't want to give it A tier, but I want to give it A tier as a joke. We'll give it A tier. It like swings its arm side to side, as you can see in the little like motion image, as well as like it plays the song. No, it doesn't. One of the songs it plays like a song from the show. I think it doesn't play like the iconic song that was like used in the TikToks or whatever. She's okay. I don't know what she's priced at. Probably overpriced. Everything from Lowe's is overpriced. Speaking of overpriced, the Haunted Mansion Knight, which I do own. And he's cool. I own him for more of collection reasons, but he was $300. Maybe he's S tier. I think he's S tier. I think he's really cool. But I mean, Haunted Mansion branding, he's better than the Caretaker. The Caretaker might have been more like accurate, but I don't know. I like that this one actually sings Grim. Is it Grim Grinning Ghost? I think it is, or Grim Graven or something. I don't know. Do not fact check me on any of this. I have no insight on the Lowe's lineup, like, at all. This is called Cousin It, I think. I don't know. I I don't know Wednesday Addams. This thing, I don't know why this thing exists. I think it plays the theme song, and it like bounces side to side. I mean, it exists. I don't know what it's priced at. I don't know anything about Lowe's. This is Crackstone. Crackstone is actually a really cool prop. I'll give him that. Overpriced. Isn't he like 400? From what I remember. Overpriced as hell, but he's pretty cool. I actually like him. Definitely the best from the Wednesday license. He was from the show, I think. He's really cool. This is like the Jemmy Sea Witch. I mean, I think these two are pretty on par. I think it was cool idea, and they both had terrible execution. I mean, the concept art for the stuff this year was pretty good. Diver's a peak prop. I wanted him. He retails for $350. No longer want him. Actually, I still want him. I still think he's really sick. But I mean, come on. What is this? What are they doing with these prices, Lowe's? And I know, like, I think Techie bumped up prices because of Demonica, all the Demonica stuff from last year. But I mean, still, like, come on. You could have done better. 300 even just would have been that much more reasonable. At most, it should have been 250. I still think he's a sick prop, though. Seeing him in real life, kind of small, though. The captain's pretty cool as well. But also get captain cuts from Home Depot and the steering wheel from Home Depot, and you have an infinitely better prop. We're actually going to move him down because this thing gets way too much hype for what it is. Bone Collector. Is it called Bone Collector? I think so. I don't know. This thing's 12 foot, and it looks terrible in real life. And it looks terrible in the pictures and in the videos. This thing sucks, and you can't change my mind. I don't know. I'm not even going to give like a full opinion on this thing. It doesn't deserve it. This thing is terrible. Maybe the worst big prop out there. One of the worst, not the worst. Zombie Fisherman. I don't know where to place this thing. I think it was a really cool idea. I think the execution was okay. I think his quality is really bad, though. I would get him if he goes on sale, which he most definitely will, because I think they have a ton. So this thing makes like the Lowe's sale, because like Lowe's goes like hecka on sale. They do like 50% off before like Halloween, so it'd be worth it. I don't know what this thing's called. It's like Little Jack Carver, but a groundbreaker. I think it's probably, I don't know. I think it's maybe on par with these. Maybe I've given Lowe's a little bit too much grace, to be honest. Cause like this thing kind of sucks. This thing kind of sucks. Yeah, bring the two witches down. I think this is where we're at. Maybe bring these guys down too, cause I mean, what are these? But we'll see. The gargoyle, this thing sucks. There's nothing much to say about it. Oh, back to this thing. I kind of forgot. Little Jack Carver, one of the most forgettable spirit props of all time. I swear. Does that make this thing any better? No. It really doesn't. They're both good scares, I guess, but like, I don't know what there is to say about that. This thing is a good idea, except why is it like a box? I mean, of course they had to do that to make it like pop out, but like, I don't know. These two things are supposed these things like define budget props, but aren't they really expensive? I don't know. Lowe's really did not cook. They cooked like their ideas were there, and giving these two S is very nice. Like in reality, these two top tiers should be moved down. And it's very nice. And you know what? If we are counting in price, really, the list should look like this. I don't think there's a single prop from Lowe's that particularly deserves S tier. Of course, I think when you don't factor in the price, then we can put it up, and I'm going to keep it back up. But I do think it's a little disappointing, I guess, to finally get a somewhat decent lineup from Lowe's and just get ruined by price points, and really execution on a lot of these things was terrible. Lastly is Rapping Reaper. This thing's pretty big. That's all I have to say. Yeah. That's all I have to say about Lowe's. So before I end the little episode, I guess, on Lowe's, I want to talk about previous tier lists. So thank you guys for the support on the Spirit video and the support on the Home Depot video. Want to go back since the Spirit video, like literally I think 2-3 days later, maybe 4, we got videos for Ringmaster, Bobby Strings, and who's the other one? Twitching Banshee. Yes. Ringmaster is terrible. He still stays where I thought he'd be. Bobby Strings might stay in A, but I could also bring Bobby Strings down. I think Bobby Strings is a little disappointing for 310. And lastly, Twitching Banshee. I love Twitching Banshee. I've always loved Twitching Banshee. Why is that thing so slow? I have to see a... I know I put it in, like, I'm gonna buy, like, S tier. That might change, because if it really is that slow in real life, it's just not worth it. Because a really cool part about the old Twitching Banshee is how fast and violent it was. So I would like to see, like, the produced model for the new Twitching Banshee, and if it's actually that slow. So I do have hope, but she's definitely a little, mostly lackluster. As for the Depot video, all my opinions have pretty much stayed the same. The Marionette Witch has definitely grown on me quite a bit, as well as the Trickster Trio has grown on me a little bit as well. But besides that, all stays the same there. So yeah, just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching, all the support on this series. It's been really fun. I wanted to do something like this, and yeah, it's been cool. And thank you so much once again to CT Haunts and my best friend for, you know, helping me out and being supportive. And yeah, it's been cool. This could be the last part, because I don't know if I'm gonna end up talking about Halloween costumes or Party City. I likely will at some point, but for now, just in case that doesn't happen, yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. Bye-bye.